Good morning, everyone. Anyone getting an email today? Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm reading your questions.
That's the two stocks I recommended to you. You know that?
You gonna come in the room?
Yeah. Oh shit. Forgot. Sorry. I didn't know it was 12 o'clock. Sorry, I'm coming in.
Okay, so to answer your question, it's where the close is in relation to the body of the candle. So if it's more towards the top, you have upward momentum. If it's more towards the bottom, you have downward momentum.
Fully forgot it was 12 o'clock.
Oh. That's because I was unplugged. I should be louder now. Let me know if that fixed it. Yeah. All right. I was borrowing that cord.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Can you guys hear me okay? Sure you guys can hear me okay. Make sure you guys can see me okay. Good day, everybody. Good day. All right. Let's get everybody on YouTube here. One second. I want to make sure we don't miss anyone. This market is something today. Definitely something today. There we are. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Pink Sparkles. Darren, how are you? Richard, Wilford, how are you guys on YouTube? Now let me say hi to everybody here. We got Christopher, Steve, Bob, Ivan, Petro, Mark, Peter. We got Robert. We got Carl. We got Ken. How are you, Ken? Anthony, Gus, Bev. Richard, how are you? Good to see you here. Omar, Genevieve, Carl, Cyrus, how are you, Cyrus? Bev, Bob, can you guys hear me nice and loud as usual? I hope so. Hey, Peter A., how are you? Debbie, even best stocks getting pushed with flow downwards. Yeah, it's not a good flow right now at all. TED Talk yesterday. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Pink Sparkles. David, Ken, how are you? Choppy, yeah, real choppy. Well, it's starting to come down, but it is still very choppy. Brendan, Thomas, Jack, Brendan, David, John, Scampy, Randy, Ken, W. Moore, DJ, Cyrus, Bodine, Nathan, Petro, Larry, Jeff, Jack, Lee, Jay, Bob, Bodine, Sylvia, Petro, Richard, Thomas, Kia, David, Ed, Teresa. Can you explain the chart you sent out in the pit about divergence and volume? card that I sent out in the pit. Let me take a look. Adam Bodine. Yep, Clyde University t-shirt. Hey, Carlos. Put on the place to put on during the bonus. A great, looking great. Good, Carlos. Norman, Jeffrey, Flying Ronan, Blair. We got a lot of people here, Matt. Phil, Santiago, Teresa, Stacy, Raj. A lot of people. Everything okay? Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and get my TC2000 on. Second here. Bear with me. It'll just take a second. I have to turn it off from here and turn it on here. Hey, Moondog. Hey, Tim. How are you? Buy trade volume versus divergent. Let me see what I posted in the pit. What time did I post it in the pit? Can someone tell me? Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about this. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I now know what you're talking about. You're talking about the 2114. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. Yeah, now I understand what you're talking about. Let me share my screen here. Here's what I was talking about. If you use Thinkorswim, this is available on every platform. It may be slightly different on Thinkorswim. This is called VOLD, VOLD, $VOLD. Cyrus says, I incorporated your yesterday's teaching into support and resistance for my trading options. Thank you. You're welcome, Cyrus. It's a program. TC2000 is a program. Yeah, here's what this is. This is the, if you have Thinkorswim, the indicator is pretty much the same. This is called the VOLD. What I did was add the SPY. This is the SPY, and this is the 2114. And it's a volume indicator. It calculates all volume going into stocks that are going up versus all the stocks that are going into stocks that are going down. And what I find that when you have divergence between the SPY and this, like we did right here, the market tends to stay up. It didn't really hold well, and it didn't do really all that well today. It tends to work better towards the end of the day and get volatility. But usually, if you see divergence between volume and SPY, you all right? The volume ends up winning. Okay. So yeah, that's what it is. And if you're using Thinkorswim, and Matt can show you his, it's called VOLD, VOLD, $VOLD. You don't have to buy it. It's available on every tool there is. So you don't have to buy it or anything like that. And if you want to have a better understanding of how it works, let me give you a little article. But it pretty much says exactly the same thing that I just did. One second. TC20. It's actually a really good article about it. TC2104, TC2000. Here it is. Here it is. There it is. So this is the SPY, and this is the VOLD, or the 2104, right? So you could see right here, if it begins to trend down while the averages, the SPY, is coming up, it's bearish. Basically, you want it to go where the indicator goes, not where the SPY goes, and you want it to be on divergence. If it's bearish, if it begins to trend up while the averages, the SPY, are averaging down, it's a bullish sign here. And again, it's called VOLD on Thinkorswim. It's a very popular indicator. Yes, VOLD, exactly. Dollar sign, you have to put dollar sign usually on things that are not stock related. So that's what the dollar sign is. It's different for every platform. Some have the dollar sign, some don't, but it's customary to refer to assets that are indexes or in market internals or things that are not tradable with a dollar sign first, Bob, in the trading community. If you want to have that page, it's right there. No, it's not like on balance volume. No. It's not like on balance volume at all. And the only time you really want to look at it is if it's really diverging. Like see how here it was going down and here it was going up? Those are the times it matters. Okay. Again, I didn't make this up. I just noticed that it's very effective. A lot of times in small turning points. Okay. All right. Yeah, Vold on Thinkorswim. Vold, $ Vold or just Vold. Here, I'll show you. See, Vold, Tick. Those are the three most popular internals. You don't need to look at these two. They'll confuse you more than anything, but the Vold is very good. And notice, Bob, it has a $ there. When it's customary, whenever you're talking about things that are not stocks, but go into a platform, it's customary to put a $ in front of them. Okay? We went call on SPY when Pro Trader Dashboard gave a put signal. I think your program wins. Omar, they're completely apples and oranges. They don't work the same way. Do you feel is the most accurate for Vold? I just 5 minutes is fine. Intraday only. Intraday. It's a very short-term oscillator. It's market breadth. And again, the only time it's really good is if there's market movement and divergence. Okay? Okay. All right. So, let's talk a little bit about the market. Let me pull up TC 2000. Now, as I warned you this morning, and I think I did warn everybody, I didn't like that PPI report one bit. I smelled a rat, a big rat. If you look at TLT, you'll see that TLT continues to move continues to move down. These are 3 high volume candles here, and they're all bearish, and we're continuing to move lower. That's not a good sign. There's no way the market is going to catch a really strong rally with the bond market continue going lower for 2 reasons. First of all, correlation between this asset and the stock market, and I don't mean intraday, I mean over time now, is 0.73. The average stock has a correlation to another stock of only 0.66. Now think about what I just said. The correlation of this asset to the stock market is now 0.73. The correlation of most stocks to other stocks, unless they're in the same sector, is 0.66. This is like trading the Dow compared to the QQQ at this point. It's very, very, and notice we haven't seen any bounces. So it's going to be very difficult for the stock market to rally. Now, it is possible for a couple of days or this and that. It's possible there could be strong fundamental news. Earnings can be amazing. But generally speaking, you're going against the wave. The bond market going lower, or the long bond getting lower, it's not going to give any reprieve. Now, I don't know why anybody would have thought the PPI was bullish today. The bond market didn't really rally, and everything it did, it erased right away. I mean, right here, here's the report right here, right? Like somewhere around here. I don't really see anything that would. I mean, we were looking at it in the morning, and it went up, and then it came right back down. To pick the bottom of the bond market now will purely bounce. Yeah. Yeah, Jack, I didn't think the PPI was anything to get excited about at all. And I'm not that excited about the stock market. And I also told you this morning that more likely than not, we're going to consolidate because why? Notice every time I tell you something, I always back it up with evidence. Talk is very cheap when it comes to stocks. Remember what I showed you this morning, how we came in, we had 500 yesterday, we had 517 breakdown stocks. Today we had 247. So to me, it looks like the market was just kind of relieve a little pressure, if you will, but not really engage in anything too mind-blowing. Also, don't really like how I also don't really like one second. Okay. I also don't really like how we couldn't break clearly through the 100-day moving average. And I also warned you this morning when I showed you my bar chart. I showed you we have all those anchored VWAPs here, and there's just the moving averages. I want you to see this because this is just the moving averages, but you could see one, two, three major moving averages or three moving averages above us. Plus, there's like 4 or 5 VWAPs here. So this does not look great at all by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, there's just too much. So a more common scenario or a more likely scenario would be more consolidation around here, slow grind, maybe coming up here and coming back down. But we would need to really see earnings become a major catalyst, a major catalyst, and I'm just not seeing it. Also, this morning, it wasn't for this afternoon. It wasn't that hard, but this morning it was very difficult for me to find any stocks to the upside. So, just want to warn you on that. Most likely scenario: more consolidation, more choppiness, more. Um, Actually, let me just go here, right here. See this trend line right here? Look at that. You got the trend line. You got another trend line. You got these 3 moving averages, and then you have 3 or 4 VWAPs. You've got a lot of stuff. Anyone on Thinkorswim that gets the Vold indicator? Yeah, everybody gets it on Thinkorswim. Matt is using it on his Thinkorswim as we speak right now. He can show you his screen. I'm not like making this up, Josie. It hasn't
Dollar
changed.
sign Vold.
Yeah, $Vold. It hasn't changed in 30 years. So $Vold. That's what I keep telling you. $Vold. I keep saying $Vold. Remember $? I said $. Anything on Thinkorswim or most other assets have to have a $. It's customary to have a $. On non-trading app. Nobody listens to anything I say. I said it like 10 times, literally. Yes, thank you, Wild Ranger. So this to me just looks like garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. And again, I don't like these averages. And I don't want to here. I don't want to draw them all over here because I like to have a clear chart. But you smell that barbecue, Matt? Charcoal. It's a little much, isn't it?
Yeah. Are they grilling?
They're grilling outside. Yeah. Grill Master here is here from Tampa Grilling. Yes. Here, you could see it here. They're having a party. No, our office is grilling. Like really grilling. Like turn on a fan or something, man. It's air is crazy. Whew. Can barely breathe in here. Do we have a little fan or something somewhere on the side? You could put it against the door or something. It's really.
I think it's coming from the vent.
Oh, from the vent.
Yeah, because they're right next to our air conditioner.
Oh, lovely. What a nice way to have a session. Well, maybe you can put the air conditioner, the fan on me from that's sitting over there in the corner, so it doesn't because I can't breathe. Please, 1 second, folks. 1 second. They're having a field day with their barbecue, and I can't breathe. You got it. It's perfect, Matt. The positioning is perfect right there. Hold on, folks. I need to get some fresh air. Whenever we have a lot of people here, we usually have Amanda come out. That's our. There we go. Oh, God bless you, Matt. Thank you. Turn that sucker on. That's it. Show that boss show him who the boss is. Thank you. Oh, fresh air. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. I smell like someone's barbecuing in my face. So right here, look, you got here. Let me show you. Look, you see all these dotted lines? Those are all the VWAPs. So you got 1 VWAP, 2 VWAP, 3 VWAPs. And then you have these three. And then you have these three. Then you have these 3 moving averages. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to get through. So be cautious. Now, a few things. Financials, bank stocks, not looking that great. With that said, look at JP Morgan. It's not looking bad. It's not looking great, but it's not looking bad, but it could have a nice breakout potentially. It's near the highs. Look at that. So now when we put the VWAP, the anchor right here, every time always goes to one past me. We're above the breakout level right now. So we could see a little breakout. I would like to see a breakout above. What's going on here? Oh, I'd like to see a breakout above 246. Okay? That's what I would like to see. Now, let me show you JP Morgan. Matt, do you know if they come out tomorrow morning or tomorrow before the bell? The stock is very very gappy. The stock, see, very, very, very gappy.
Tomorrow before the open.
Okay, so I wouldn't really be trading Citibank because it's very gappy. You can see here, very, very gappy, not as smooth, but they're not looking bad. Okay, they're not looking bad at all. So just to make a note. But as far as the broad market is concerned, I mean, look at this. It just keeps building and building and building. Building and building and building and going to, and look at price action. This is the VWAP right here, sitting below the VWAP all day and going lower. The white candles, Jeffrey, are when I have volume above the 50-day moving average, unusual volume, I get them highlighted. Because bars that come from high volume are a lot more meaningful than bars that come from low volume. So I want to have a good eye. I want to have I call it my X-rated view. That's what I call it. I call it my X-rated view. So this way I have an X-ray look at what the strong, when volume gets really strong, where price action gets really, and this gives me a great roadmap of major support and resistance areas. Does that make sense? Have you guys seen anyone do that before? You need to put a little script on Thinkorswim. You could do it, Michael, but you need to put a little script. Yeah, so what I did was I took volume bars that were beyond average. So anytime it goes above this yellow line, it's a white line, it becomes white. So think about it, right? How much more relevance does a candle have on volume like this versus volume like this? This candle has a lot less relevance than these candles because these candles are on high volume. So this resistance and this support area must be very important. Whereas this level probably isn't very important. Hey, Thomas, can't wait for you to be here on your 1000th day. It has nothing to do with the momentum indicator. This is just high volume bars. It's just a method of highlighting high volume bars. Okay. It's a very easy way to do it. Yeah, it's very easy to see it that way. Yeah. That's all. Nothing happened or nothing like that. It doesn't cost anything. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Just high volume bars. That's all it is. Like this resistance, this support level would probably be a lot more important than these three because the volume here was higher. And this level here has higher volume too. But this level, these levels are probably very, very important. Okay? Do you have the white candle script to share? No, he doesn't. How do you set it up on TC2000? You go like here, you right click it, you go to edit chart properties, you go to add color, and it has a custom study right here. Right here. Look, volume. Volume. Where's my volume? Increasing. I had it just here a second ago. Oh, I had it. I had it here. It's volume 50 day, but I don't know why it has it. It had it automatically. Right straight volume above 50 day right there. Volume above 50 day, average 50 day. But it has it pre. I don't know why it's doing that right now. I'm gonna find this thing. Yeah, right here, above average volume, right here. Pre-built above average volume. It's already set at 50. So you have to click this button, add color, and go above average volume. And the reason it's white is because that was the preset color. I actually didn't even change it. So yeah, isn't that cool? Another thing you learned today that you've never learned before. And isn't it so logical, right? So logical, right? Yeah. All right. Okay. So let me give you stocks that I like to the downside, and I'll give you stocks that I like to the upside. VKTX. Now the spreads on this option on the stock are going to be horrendous. So you're going to have to use debit spreads. Okay. Uh, have you been following? Have you been? Somebody asked me a question, and I don't see it here now. Do you eliminate volume? A lot of benefits. Oh, what was the question? I didn't see it there. Anyways, send me a question and I'll answer. Okay. Um, VKTX, I really like a lot, but the spreads are pretty wide. $24 days out, 70 delta. The spreads are really wide. If you do this, you're going to have to do a debit spread. You're going to have to leg into it. But I would probably just buy the 38 or 39, and I would probably sell the 30. Yeah, I can eliminate all the other candles if I want as well, and just highlight these candles. I could do all that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. By the way, a lot of professional traders do this. I didn't invent this or anything like this. This has been around for that's why this has it pre-built. This is not brain surgery here. Just highlight high volume candles. Yeah, it's been around for about 50 years or so. Yeah, I could put the option chain down a bit. And the stop would be here right above this pivot. All right, I'm glad you like it. KSS. I like KSS. Nice downtrend. Put my buy stop right here at about 40.80. Uh, 30, I think it was 38. And somebody will have to give it to you. Uh, Here we go. 31 days out, February 14th. Right here, 1350 put. KSS. This market is miserable. BCE. BCE. 2436. BCE. Nice. Now, remember I talk about fluid trends, fluid, very fluid price, very fluid. This is very fluid. Okay. Very, very fluid. Um, About as fluid as it gets, actually. 38 days out, 78 delta, 24 put. A little note here. I'll give it to you again. VTX. So many people mixed it. I'll give it to you again. Excuse me. We'll go 24 days out, February 7th. Again, I'm not loving this trade. 39 put to buy and 34 put to sell. 39 put to buy, 34 put to sell. Okay. Last short. Got some wicks here, but not too bad. Not too bad. Um, again, very spready. You're not going to get off on this one. February 21st. Here you go. You got this one here. You can do the 96 in the money. 2750 right here. 2750. Okay, good, Tony. I'm glad you got it. Can you eliminate? Take a look here. Okay, let's now talk to the long side, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 5440. 38 days out. 70 delta. 55 call. Right here. Stop. Roblox I like again. Like Roblox. Prefer to see a little more strength today, but I do like the stock. About 58.80. Yeah, no, yeah, me too, Pink Sparkles. 58.80. Now, folks, I have a class at 1 o'clock. It'll be a pretty cool class. Matt, can you post a link?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. 58.80. $31 days out. 83 delta. You can go right here. You can go 69 delta. 60 calls right here. February 14, 60 calls. VST. Now, this is one of the strongest stocks of 2024, by the way. I think the third or second strongest stock, a utility stock. You know, don't rule out utility stocks. They a little choppy, but 31 days out. Also very defensive. 71. Oh, this is very expensive. This is expensive. You want to go right here to 172.50 and 177.50. Make sure you do it for less than $3. That's much better. I like SKX right now. I do. I'd prefer to see it a little stronger, but I do like it. 38 days to go. 80 delta. 67.50 calls. Stop right below this price range. 67, about 68, 60, 67.95. What is your question, Pink Sparkles? UAL is still looking pretty good. I'm a little surprised that it's looking so good with energy prices doing what they're doing. Can somebody post for Pink Sparkles VST, please? It was a spread. I would definitely go. You know, I wouldn't do this right now. This is too risky, too gappy, too risky. No, I don't even know what I'm thinking. TPR. I like TPR. I don't like how weak it is intraday, but I like how it's looking on a daily. I'd like to see a little more strength before coming in, but I like this stock. This might be my favorite long today. About 64.50 as a stop, about 31 days to go, and a delta of about 69, 66 call. Not bad right there. Give me your opinion on SE. SE. Omar, why don't you tell me, Omar, what do I like about this stock and what I don't like about this stock? Can you tell me? Based on everything you know about me, what do I like about it and what do I not like about it? You tell me. You're asking me about this stock. Why don't you help me? Why don't you help me answer that question? How long has it been going down? Quite long time, pretty steep. but it does respect the 50-day moving average. Is it a smooth moving stock? Eh, eh. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. Not bad here, but here. It's not doing a very great job of holding below above the 50-day moving average. I mean, it I would want to see it first get above here. That would be maybe. That would be hell yes. I would be very cautious here. Let's put the anchor on the VWAP. Let's put it right here on the highest bar. We're below the VWAP, Omar. We haven't passed above the VWAP. So I don't like the fact that it's pulled back this far. I don't like the fact that it's below the VWAP. I don't like the fact that it can't break the 50-day moving average with gusto. Yes, I said gusto. I don't like the fact that there's major resistance levels above it. And I don't like that the stock has become rather choppy for the last 3 months. Hard to see. Okay, do you see better now? That's the VWAP right here. Yeah, if it gets above the VWAP, you have this resistance level here. So, or right, like right there, right here. So you got a major resistance level. You can go long. Like I said, I'd get excited above 112.50, but not yet. Okay, as long as you could see better. All right. All right. All right. That is sounds like a no-go for now. Absolutely not. Has been holding up very well with declining market. Wondering your thoughts on this one. GGAL. Let's see. GGAL, that looks interesting. Doing a great job holding on to the 15. Not bad. I mean, I can't say it's like the perfect stock, but trending pretty well. Um, I really like it, to be honest with you. Can't really say anything bad about it. I mean, it's a little choppy around here, but it is respecting the 15. I mean, it's not like a perfect 10 or anything, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. I would want to wait for this stock to get. I would want to wait for it at least to get above this high volume bar right here, 72.23. See how useful these high volume bars are? You could see if a bar is worth talking about or if it's not. Still like ANF for short. Let's take a look. Uh, yeah. What? I mean, like, what's wrong with it? Stock went all the way to 129, like 129, all the way to yesterday's low. Yeah. I don't. Nothing wrong with this stuff. Yeah, I should have probably mentioned for folks who kept it overnight to get out. Thanks for the reminder. Totally forgot about it. EQT, and that'll be the last one. EQT. It looks great, just a little overdone. Needs to come back to the 8-day. You got no support here. Your support is right here. Maybe right here. You got some support right here. I would wait. I like it yesterday much better than I like it today. Firm, and that'll be it. I don't even know I don't even know what we're talking about here. I think that was a day trade. Yeah, I don't even know what we did with the stock. I'm too confused right now. All right, guys. Matt, do you have seasonality for today?
I have it. Yeah.
All
We can
right,
go over it if you want.
I do. Make sure you give the link for YouTube and for here for the 1 o'clock class. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys.
There's the link. Here is seasonality. If you have data miner, by the way, the new updates should be in there tonight. They tried last night. They had a little bit of a technical issue. So tomorrow should be the day. Here's the long side. All of these profit factors are weak, with the exception of real estate, which has 5 trades. So that's kind of a moot point. Maybe next year it'll have 6 trades. Here is the short side. Accuracies are bad. Profit factor is a little bit better, but again, it's not seasonality if it's not accurate. Here is the 2-week hold or 10 market day hold. It is a bit concerning. A lot of these profit factors are very low. A lot of these accuracies are really low. So seasonality is looking pretty weak at the moment. Here, look at the ratio of longs to shorts. Long side, it's showing 264, which is kind of in the middle, but a lot of those profit factors are not great. So take that with a grain of salt. 39 on the short side. 10-day hold is really where we're going to get most of our data from. 30 to 70. 94 to 60, that's very weak. Then look at the profit factors. On a 2-week hold, you would be break even or in the money on less than half of these. So that's also pretty weak. Seasonality, a little bit doom and gloom coming up, but we'll keep an eye on it and see if we can pick anything out of it. That is all I got. Let me post these links one more time for the 1 o'clock. And I hopefully will see you all there.